joyful rise, great afternoon, and great evening wherever you are. This is Deanna, aka Mrs. Jones, aka Lady Ariel, here for a quick vid with you guys. This is a video that is very informative, because a lot of people, they don't know about this. I did not even know, right? I did not even know this, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So that way, when you guys are having children, having a new child, some people have no children, so this would be new to them, having a new child, going through the process, or if you've had multiple children and you did not know until today, well, you're in for a treat, right? One thing we don't know is our bloodline, our lineage, just who we are as beings, right? Even on the soul level, because y'all already know how I am when it comes to, or shall I say how we are when it comes to your soul family. You understand? Blood, they say blood is thicker than water. I figured deal it. You understand it? But you need a certain amount of water in order for that blood to flow and properly. You understand? And so today, I wanted to share with you guys something that my midwife, Kim, that she shared with me, right? So, blessed up to the Bobab tree. You understand, midwives and doulas. You understand, blessed up to everyone and all the staff that are a part of that beautiful unity. You understand, that beautiful family. You understand, for people who don't know our birth story, we had our son, our first son at home. It was our first at home pregnancy, first at home birth, first at home, right? And so I was supposed to give birth to him in the little pool. And by the time they set up, Kim said, look, I don't even feel like you're going to make it to the pool. And I didn't. I ended up having him in our room, right? Such a beautiful thing, right? And that's one thing we're big on, is doing things at home, being self-sufficient. You understand? And so when I found this piece of information out, I said, oh my gosh, like, everybody needs to know about this. And there are going to be certain agencies and everything that are going to be very ticked off about it. But at the end of the day, you understand, my people have to be informed. And when I say my people, I'm not just talking about heavy melanated, aka black, aka African American, or however you want to put that in together. You understand? I'm talking about all peoples, all walks of life. You understand? All shades, all ethnicities. You understand? And so one major thing, right, when it comes to getting ready to have a child, you know, our midwife talked to us about a test that our son would have to basically go through. They would have to take a pinch of some of his blood and send it off to the Health and Senior Services, or shall I say Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, since we are in Missouri, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on up. Right. And so, being that, like I said, getting ready for that birth, you have to have a card. Now, if you purchase the card, it is $99, if I'm not mistaken, $100 basically. You understand? And we purchased it ourselves. We really could have just said, he doesn't need anything, because we innately felt that. You understand? See, some people say, well, you're not a doctor, you're not this. One thing about us, baby, we know who we are intuitively. You understand? And those who are on that level of overstanding, right? Not only just over, y'all, under, in, and overstand, right? It's one of those things. You understand? So once we found out about the card, we went ahead and got the card. When he was born, we were like, okay, cool, everything looks great. Things great. She came back a couple of days later. It's like, okay, let's go ahead and prick his foot and we'll squeeze as much blood out. Now, I saw our youngest daughter, Piera, she went through this process, and we had her in the hospital. We wanted to have her at home, but the doctors were adamant. They were very strong-hearted about us having her in the hospital. And had we known that, we already felt and knew, right, that she was going to be a healthy baby. But I know because of previous pregnancies and is going through transitioning through the process with our middle daughter, Dayana, transitioning, you understand, while pregnant with her, right? Delivering her as a stillborn. Like, that's a whole nother story. But going through those things and previous miscarriages and everything. So that's why we ended up having her in the hospital. We ended up having Pierre in the hospital. So when we were having her in the hospital, and it's time for her blood to be drawn, they were just squeezing her foot, and I felt I started to cringe. I started to cry for my baby because I could feel her pain, and I didn't even want her to go through that no more. And see, I didn't even want our son to go through it. So, see, I'm getting a little teary-eyed talking about it, because this is like when you're a parent, right? And I'm just not just saying, just pushing out a baby, keep it doing, moving, right? And you have no feelings, no care. When you're in tune, like innately in tune with your child, like you feel everything just like they feel everything, right? When it comes to you. So I said, let's do this at home. Fast forward, we have our son. Kim comes. We have the card. So as she's squeezing his foot, she's like, this doesn't seem like a lot, but we're going to make it work, And to remember that you also can request for his blood sample back. I said, wow, I did not know that, That's people informing people, you understand? She said, hey, you write the letter to Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, you understand? And once you do that, they should return it back to you and whatnot, right? So first off, I had received a letter after we had sent it in, right? So it says, subject, your baby needs a repeat newborn screen, which means we would have had to purchase another one or go to the hospital, doctor's office, wherever. And it said your baby had a newborn blood spot screen, because those are what they're called. They're called a blood spot screen because they put in the little holes, right? And said that the test needs to be repeated. And so Kim and I had this talk. First of all, I talked to my husband. Then I talked with Kim. I said, look, he don't need this. We just desire to get his blood sample back, and we're going to keep it doing, moving. You understand? It wasn't the fact about finances. It wasn't the fact of any of those things. By this time, months had went by. See, we received this June 21, so a month had already went by. Our son appeared to definitely be very much on point. You understand? Yeah, this was June. What was that day? June the 21st. See, my first and last name, Bill. So, once this happened, we said, okay, it's time for us to write this letter. So, once we wrote the letter, right, we received through the UPS, right, our son's blood sample. And it came, let's see. Don't forget to check out some more of our beautiful content here on It's a Love Thing, Keeping Up with the Joneses. Thank you. We're forever grateful and thankful. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we are forever grateful and thankful. And remember, as always, we are just the messengers. Are you open to receive the message? If we do not see you today, and if we do not see you tomorrow, we will see you soon. Peace, love, blessings. Namaste. Please say these words with us. I am loved. I am wise. I am virtuous. And I am strong.